I wanted to ask you, they've been used as this negotiating tool. We'll put them in place, then we'll immediately rescind them or within 24 hours. Is there a chance, though, and looking at the China tariff, which seems to be cooking for a longer period of time, could we be, in general, during this second Trump presidency, heading into a longer global trade war where there's tariffs go up, globalization kind of goes in reverse a bit?
Well, you do remember that President Trump has said tariff is one of the most beautiful words in the English language, and I think he means that. Remember, he's created a Department of External Revenue so that he needs revenue. He knows that because he wants to reduce corporate taxes and he doesn't want the deficit to explode. So I think there will be higher tariffs and revenue coming from trade taxes in some form or other because he needs some form of revenue from that. But it's also, that's one objective. But there's another objective, which is exactly what you mentioned. It's negotiation to get particular things. And so you threaten something like tariffs to get something in return. And it looks like that has at least been somewhat successful initially. We have to see exactly what happens. But one of the objectives that the administration has is about border security and reducing immigration. Another objective is about reducing fentanyl flows, and that's really quite tragic. And we have not been very effective at that. Now, you could argue this may be not the most effective way to do that. It may not be the best way to do it. It may have other negative consequences, but it has both the revenue piece as well as the negotiation piece. And I think that's one of the reasons why you're going to go back and forth a lot, because you'll see, well, there are other objectives that are there, whether it's immigration, fentanyl, et cetera. But I do think that there will be an increase in tariffs in general because that's a source of revenue. And I think people forget that you have to remember, before we had the income tax that came up in World War I, that was the main source of revenue that the federal government had. And obviously the president has talked about McKinley and McKinley tariffs. So he has that in mind. So even if there is an important negotiation piece of it, there's also an important revenue piece.